What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Here from America. This isn't a show where politicians debate each other or where news networks tell you what Americans think. This is a show where we actually hear from everyday Americans. Each episode, I'll ask regular people a few simple questions about the country, politics, and life in America. After they answer, I'll give you my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me, and that is okay. The goal of this series is conversation, not division. So with that being said, let's hear from America.
In a nation built on freedom, voices were meant to be heard, not divided. Red or blue, left or right, different views, but the same future. What if American politics wasn't about winning, but about working together? On Politics with Amari, we believe real change happens when Democrats and Republicans stop talking past each other and start talking with each other. This isn't about parties, it's about people, families, communities, and American networks for all citizens. Honest conversations, bold ideas, respectful debate, one nation moving forward together. Because unity isn't weakness, it's power.
Question 1. I asked them, how do you currently feel about the government, in which they responded, I don't like it. They only work for the interest of themselves. And it shows in the way people are living. People are barely making it by, and the government is only doing things to make it worse. I understand exactly where they're coming from. When you look around America today, millions of people are struggling. Housing costs are up, groceries are expensive, families are living paycheck to paycheck. Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or Independent, most Americans can agree that life has become harder. And I personally don't think it's about one president. People love to point fingers at Donald Trump or Joe Biden, but if we're being honest, these problems have been building for over a decade. Different administrations have come in and gone, but Americans are still asking the same questions. Why does life feel harder? Why does it seem like America, like regular American people, aren't always their party? Aren't their party? Government should exist to serve the people, not the other way around. When Americans begin to lose trust in the government, that's something every elected official to take seriously. The second question I asked is, do you believe in the American dream? Where the interviewer said, in a way, America does have a lot of opportunities, but this is not a dream. I couldn't agree more. America absolutely has opportunities. There are people every single day starting businesses, going to college, learning trades, creating content, making music, changing their lives. But opportunity doesn't automatically become a success. One thing I think my generation has to remember is that nobody owes us anything. We can't sit around waiting for life to hand us success. We have to chase it. That's why I look at the American dream a little differently. Maybe the dream isn't something that's just given to you. Maybe it's something you build. Maybe the American dream starts at the moment you decide to stop making excuses and start taking advantage of opportunities in front of you. So yes, sometimes I feel like the American dream is just a dream. But it's our responsibility to wake up every day, work toward making it a reality. Question number 3, I asked, do you believe politicians truly represent the people? In which they responded, politicians don't represent the people. They don't care for the people. Not at this moment. Not the ones today. This answer probably relates to a lot of Americans. Too often politics have become entertainment. It's become who's winning the argument, who's trending online, who's getting the most camera time, who's going viral. Instead, how do we fix the problems we are facing? Whether it's Congress, governors, or even local officials, I think too many politicians spend more time fighting each other than fighting for the people who elected them. The people don't send politicians to watch and just to argue. They send them to solve problems. That's what I believe this generation has an important role to play. If we don't like the people representing us, maybe it's time we become the representatives. Real change doesn't happen because we complain. It happens because we step up. The fourth question I asked, what advice do you have for young Americans? They said, follow your dreams, because you can be the one that makes change. We all hold a power inside of us. That power we hold can be the very thing that brings change. And honestly, I'm going to leave that exactly where it is, because I think that is something every young person needs to hear. So many people believe change has to come from someone famous, someone rich, someone already in office. But history has shown us that movements begin with ordinary people who simply decide they aren't going to give up. If you're young and watching this, don't believe your voice doesn't matter. Don't believe your vote doesn't matter. Don't believe your ideas don't matter. Because they do. The future of America isn't going to be decided by the people in office today. It's going to be decided by the generation that's preparing to lead tomorrow. That's going to do it for today's Hear From America. If you agreed with some of these opinions, let me know. If you disagreed, let me know that too. This is a series about creating an echo chamber. It's about hearing different voices and having respectful conversation. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone else. And if you'd like to be featured in a future episode, you never know. I might be asking you the next questions. Until next time, I'm Amari, and this is Hear From America.